Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our tribute run here on Elmcreek. Finished weeding, we finished fertilizing what we could, obviously planting, and now it's time to fast forward one more month to sell our soybeans, and then fast forward on to when it's time to harvest again. So let's do that, exactly that. June should be our soybean selling month. Hopefully we get a good price right off the get-go. We don't have to fast forward throughout the day, but you know, we'll do what we can to get to a good price. Last time we sold them was $11.93 apparently, and it's at $13.29 at Goldcrest Valley right now. So, but it is also still going up. So we definitely want to kind of keep things moving in that regard. Now we can only use narrow tires on the cotton. So that's good to know. And what about over here? I'm guessing narrows only as well. Yeah. So we're at the stage where narrows on either one. Anything here we care about? No. Any contracts we care about? Probably not. Or at least nothing that, I mean, that's a good spraying contract. That's even using the John Deere thing. Good fertilizing contracts too. There are some good contracts, don't get me wrong. But I don't think we need them. I think we're going to be fine monetarily. Let's just fast forward. Wrong button. Until we get a good price on those. For sure we can get it over 1400. I know it says 1100 last time, 1197 or whatever was the highest. We had it at over 1400, didn't we? So I think that's still not quite accurate, which is a bit, you know, unfortunate, but whatever. $13.56. Wish this silo was functional. That'd be cool. Not that we need a silo. I mean, if we dropped our stuff in a silo over here, we would not have it to sell at the train station. We'd have to transport it over there anyway. So might as well just leave it in that silo over there. 1381. $13.90. Looks like it's going to be over 1400, so that's good. Because I can go ahead and move myself over there. $14.04. Will we get to sell it today? Looks like it's slowing down actually. I'm going to rent it because I think it'll get here right at the right time. Yeah, it's definitely slowing down. Well, I hear the train, but it's pretty far away. There we go. Let's slow her back down. Let the train get here. Just got ran over by a car. Was it September for cotton? October. I always forget. Too many different playthroughs. September for grapes. That's what it is. I was going to say it's September for something. It's still almost 3 kilometers away. Hurry up. Guess I could turn my flashlight on. I forgot I had it. Come on, train. Let's go. Guess I had to stop and back up. I figured it'd be pretty close to circling back around again. I don't think that train noise that I'm hearing is associated with the train that we're actually renting here. All right, let's go. $30 with the bonus. Wow. That's some pretty good money. That is pretty good money. Yeah, we already almost have enough money to buy that field right now. Let me remind myself how much that field costs. It's 140. Okay. I knew it was close to what I was saying. 130 something. I mean, there's also the option of buying this one, for example. And truth be told, it might come down to whichever one. I love that that tells you how much the price per acre is, or hectare. But they're pretty close. Actually, this one's a little bit better value. But it might come down to whichever one has a better crop on it. You know, which crop fits with what we're trying to do. I don't think I want to go too much further out. I mean, if 39, we had ever having the money for that one, I might go for that. 30 wouldn't be too bad, based on the kind of different things. But yeah, definitely would prefer like 53 if we can get it. And I'd like to ultimately get about the same amount of space, right? We've got about 10 acres, a little bit over 10 acres for each of these. So this one's over here. I mean, our soybeans is the smallest. I mean, at some point, I wouldn't mind making that one a little bit bigger. But we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, it's time to fast forward to July, which I don't think there's anything happening in July. Crop is good. I should probably check to make sure our clothes are not overflowing or anything crazy. Not at the moment, but it might not be a bad idea to go visit just to see what it looks like. Ah, we're fine. We are good. I don't know if I really care about contracts right now. Like I said, I think we're fine. We're in a really good place monetarily. So I think we're just going to check this every once in a while and then keep fast forwarding until it's time to harvest. Now, obviously the two harvesters we have to get are going to make a ding in our finances. But again, it's not going to matter because once we sell again, we will be fine. Double check just so I'm October. Just out of curiosity, if there's a harvesting contract for sorghum, it'd be tempting, but there's a wheat one. Not really that great though. September. One more month on... the soybeans will be first, and then the cotton won't be till November. So we'll actually do the soybeans first. I forgot about that. Nothing here that we care about. All right, soybeans are ready to go. Would have been nice to have like a John Deere harvester right here, but then it would cost us money that we wouldn't have to buy the field, right? So let's get our money. Let's grab everything we got just so we have it. There's actually quite a few harvesting contracts here. Soybeans, cotton, corn. I mean, that soybean one is a really good contract, to be fair. And we do have to harvest our soybean fields. This is 14 acres, so it takes a little bit longer. So we would have to wait a little bit, but it would give us some extra soybeans to sell. Honestly, probably a good idea to grab that one. Why not? And then we'll go ahead and grab our harvester as well. Good old John Deere. Let's get you set up first, just because you're going to have to go further. Trying to figure out how to set this up. This thing's pretty long. Guess if I... Actually, you know what? If I just go out and go around. Just put it in front of that thing. It'll be fine. This is a really nice harvester. I assume you're not smart enough to drive up there yourself. Oh, you are. You might get stuck along the way, but at least you can do the drive. I'm assuming this isn't going to be any, you know, better than it was last cycle. So it's probably just going to be about the same yield every time at this point. You're still driving and you're not stuck yet, so that's good. Let's get you rolling, I guess. Oh, of course, when we have to go do field 10. Oh, I know I was under there. The drop-off is not the farmer's market this time. It's down there at the grain place at the south. I was going to say this might take longer, but actually this is a bigger harvester, so might actually finish this field about the same time we finish ours, or not too much later. I love the soybeans on this other field. We need to just buy this field so we can fix that happening every time. And this thing holds a lot of crop. It's also a very big field. He's almost harvested as much as we've harvested on this one, and he started quite a bit later. We just passed 4,000. He's about to pass 4,000. It's that extra width. We getting any credit for the fertilizer? Probably not. I'm assuming it's still bad. Or just not. It's so bad. Don't know. Don't know what to do. Is it going down at all? I don't think so. I think it's literally the exact same amount of fertilizer. Is it because soybeans just doesn't use fertilizer? You know, I might plant a round of sorghum on this field. Since we're going to get a new field, we can put soybeans on that. I mean, it's going to lose us a little bit of money, but if it can help reset the fertilizer, and then maybe once I've used up the fertilizer kind of levels and dropped them down, maybe because soybeans just doesn't need fertilizer, it doesn't use it, right? That's what I'm saying. So if we put sorghum on here and it needs fertilizer, and it uses it and it drains it out, and we just don't reapply it, then we can replant the soybeans, something like that. It might just be wishful thinking, to be honest, but I just don't know what else we can do because we're losing. Yes, it would cost us some money because the soybeans are worth more than the raw sorghum without processing it, but we would gain that money back if we get that 6%, you know, extra 6% or close to that, you know, in crops and stuff. So, or in profit or environmental scores, I'm trying to say. So I think that's going to be what we're going to do. I think we're going to plant sorghum this time around. Thankfully, it uses the same seeder, it uses the same harvester, so none of that's going to change. Now, the only thing that would change would be if we are planning on planting sorghum and soybean, we would like to harvest those at the same time. And sorghum, or at least month to month back, right? So we'd have to plant sorghum in May so that we could harvest in September and then plant the soybeans in April and harvest those in October. So that way we can hold our harvester 1 month over, try and save us a little bit of money there. Oh, you have officially passed the other guy. Good for you. You can hold a lot more crop than he can too. Yep, I think that's the plan. Sorghum on this time, because I'm assuming sorghum probably needs fertilizer. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to know that for sure. I'm sure I could look it up somewhere, but like, I don't know if there's a way to know it within the game context. But I mean, what's the worst case? We planted it, it also doesn't need fertilizer. Well then, okay, so be it. But I'd be surprised if that is the case. Really? You're gonna start partly in? That was a little silly. You knock over signs just like me. So yeah, these guys the same speed. They are the same speed. It's just obviously the wider header that makes the difference. All right, let's grab our tractor, go pick up some sorghum when he's about to flip around. Not sorghum, soybeans. Let's go get these guys both emptied out. How much do we actually have to drop off for the contract? 46,000 liters. That's, you know, quite a bit. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll finish up harvesting the soybeans and get ready for cotton. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.